All right. Now we're doing MDN Web Docs guides, getting started with the web, publishing our website. So once we finish writing the code and organizing the files that make up our website, we're going to need to put them all online so people can find it. This article explains how to get our simple sample code, the simple sample code, online with little effort. So what are the options? Publishing a website is a complex topic because there are many ways to go about it. This article doesn't attempt to document all the possible methods. Instead, it explains the advantages and disadvantages of 3 approaches that are practical for beginners. Then it steps through one method that can work right away for many readers. Okay? So here we go. Getting hosting and a domain name. All right. So to have more control over content and website appearance, most people choose to buy web hosting and a domain name. Web hosting is rented file space on a hosting company's web server. We put website files on the web server, and the web server provides website content to website visitors. Okay. So a domain name is the unique address where people find our website, such as mozilla.org or this one. We can rent our domain name for as many years as we want from a domain registrar. Many professional websites go online this way. Yes. In addition, we will need a file transfer protocol, FTP program, and see how much does it cost, blah, blah, blah. For more details, to actively transfer the website files over to the server. FTP programs vary widely, but generally, we have to connect our web server using details provided by our hosting company, typically username, password, hostname. Then the program shows us our local files and the web server's files in 2 windows and provides a way for us to transfer files back and forth. Okay, so here's something like what they're talking about, and I guess back and forth right here. Never seen one of these. I don't really know anything about it. So here we are on tips for finding hosting and domains. So MDN does not promote specific commercial hosting companies or domain name registrars because nobody gives them any money to. To find hosting companies and registrars, we'll just search for web hosting and domain names. All registrars will have a feature to allow us to check if the domain name we want is available. Our home or office internet service provider may provide some limited hosting for a small website. The available feature set will be limited, but it might be perfect for our first experience. There are also free services like NeoCities, Google Sites, Blogger, and WordPress. Sometimes we get what we pay for, as in if it's free, don't expect much, like these videos. But sometimes these resources are good enough for our initial experiments, like these videos. Many companies provide hosting and domains also. All right. So here we are on using an online tool like GitHub or Google App Engine. You know what I said. Some tools let us publish our website online. That's what you get. You get what you pay for, bro. GitHub is a social coding site, sure. It allows us to upload code repositories for storage in the Git version control system. We can then collaborate on code projects, and the system is open source by default, meaning that anyone in the world can find our GitHub code, use it, learn from it, and improve on it. GitHub has a very useful feature called GitHub Pages, which allows us to expose website code live on the web. Okay. Also, Google App Engine is a powerful platform that lets us build and run applications on Google's infrastructure. Whether we need to build a multi-tiered web application from scratch or host a static website. See, how do we host our website on Google App Engine? For more information. Okay, one day maybe. These options are usually free, but we may outgrow the limited feature set. All right. And that's what we're looking for, is to outgrow if we make a website, because then that means people like us. Anyway, using a web-based IDE such as CodePen. So there are a number of web apps that emulate a website development environment. allowing us to enter HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and then display the result of that code as a website, all in one browser tab. Generally speaking, these tools are relatively easy, great for learning, good for sharing code. For example, if we want to share a technique with or ask for debugging help from colleagues in a different office, and they're free for basic features. They host our rendered page at a unique web address. However, the features are limited, and these apps usually don't provide hosting space for assets like images. All right. We could try playing with some of these. We could try playing with some of these examples to find out which one works best for us. I've used CodePen because that's the one that Free Code Camp tells you to do once you get like further down the road on Free Code Camp. It's pretty good. And if we do ever use any of these, we're going to use this one for sure. And that's why they save the best for last, right? And they started off with it too. Alpha. I'm not going to go into that. So publishing via GitHub. Now let's examine how to easily publish our site via GitHub pages. So what we're going to do first is sign up for GitHub. I already did that, but we're going to open it anyway. And if you need to do it, get to it. All right. I already signed up, so we're already at that point. You do the sign up thing, and you know how to sign up for a thing. You signed up for this, didn't you? So next we need to create a repository to store files. Now I didn't do this because I didn't know if I could only do it once. So we're going to create a repository to store files. So let's do a right click on this, open it in a new tab, get rid of this one. And we'll do something like this. So let's come down here on this page. In the repository name box, we're going to enter username.github.io, where username is our username. For example, our friend Bob Smith would enter bobsmith.github.io. Check the initialize the repository with a README box, then click Create Repository. So let's do that right now. I saved this for you guys. So let's do this. I put Codeman S from YouTube because some character had Codeman S already, and it wasn't me, or maybe it was and I just forgot the password, whatever. So we're going to say Codeman S hyphen from YouTube. What was it? .github.io. .github.io. All right, so now we got that. And it said also initialize this repository with add a README file. And that's all we got to do. So let's create the repository. Come on. All right, so now we've got this right here. Let's see what's next. All right, so drag and drop the contents of our website folder into the repository. Then click Commit Changes. All right, and make sure that the folder has an index.html file. So I think we're dragging the contents, but not the actual folder itself. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Drag and drop the content into the repository. Huh? Add file maybe? Go to file, drag. Is that a thing? All right, we're gonna see what we can do. So let's open up the web projects. Open up test site. You get this. Oh, okay. There we go. So now we got all this going on. Do we got a picture for the username? To navigate the browser to this, for example, let's look at Chris David Mills. Come on, man. Okay, well, I guess that was good enough. I mean, I hope it's good enough. So let's click it. If it's not good enough, we'll just change it later in the next videos. Commit changes. Anything else we need to put? No. Commit changes. Boom. Processing our files may take a few minutes. Doesn't matter. We're making a video on this page. All right. So navigate our browser to username.github.io to see our website online. Huh? Okay. Man, I wish I didn't make it so long. Too bad. Here we go. Let's copy this. Come on over here. Paste it. What? Come on now. You can't do this to me, guys. You can't do this to me. I should have maybe. Oh wait, is it? If the website does not display immediately, wait a few minutes to try again. I'm recording a video, guys. Can't y'all? Come on now. Oh! Looks like yesterday's stuff. Look at that. And so we have made a GitHub, thusly. And that's that. To learn more, look at GitHub pages help. Further reading, if you feel like it, we're not doing this. We got to go to the next. All right, now next time, now we're on how the web works, and we'll see you next time.